Hey everyone, Crazy Canuck coming at you again from the Ozarks in Missouri. Today we're going to start addressing some of the soil issues in the area here. When I first got here, I took EC readings, and the soil is pretty dead. Trees are dropping leaves, fruits dropping off the trees. Things just aren't doing very well. So I'm going to make a microbial tea, and then we're going to make a plant food. So I'm really limited on my materials available. Usually worm castings are a good component for my tea. Don't have the worms up to speed yet to make enough castings for this project, so I am going to use, this is what they call horse compost. It's kind of half rotted horse manure with chips and stuff. This is some soil, in quotation marks, from a treat area, so hopefully it'll have some kind of a fungi in it, and grass clippings. Now there are videos online that show how to make all kinds of plant fertilizers out of plants. I run it through the lawnmower to make the pieces as small as possible, and preferably I would like to take and get plants with lower potassium levels, but most of your what they would call weeds like a high potassium environment, and they are trying to bring calcium into the picture. So use what I got. I'll show you the soil test later that I did and where we're going. So what I did here, I set up a 55-gallon drum. I'm filling it probably about halfway with water. I've got 2 air stones right there, because I want aerobic action, not anaerobic action. In my opinion, the anaerobic teas are making anaerobic bacteria, and when you're putting it on your garden or on your plants, the anaerobic bacteria is going to die if you've got an aerobic soil. So all you're doing is putting the minerals that are available into your soil instead of the whole package. So I do everything aerobically because that's what we want. All your plant available minerals are attached to oxygen. So I've just got a small air pump running these 2. I'm going to stop the fill here for now, put all the ingredients in, let it perk for a bit, and then I'll fill it up the rest of the way. So I'll get this all mixed up here, and I'll come back and show you where we're at. Cover it with a plastic bag, black plastic bag, and try and keep as much sunlight out as possible, because UV does kill some bacteria, and we want all the bacteria we can get. This is a EC meter. It will give me the energy reading of the mixture as well as the temperature, and I could probably do a whole video on EC, but I might have done one already, and I might do one in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the EC to get a base reading. Then as this percolates, I'm going to keep checking it and see if the numbers rise. If the numbers rise, that should indicate I've got bacterial production happening, because bacteria is energy. The more bacteria you have, the higher the energy. So I'm just going to drop the probe in there right now. I got 0.5, 0.51, 0.52. So basically I'm not going to use the point. I'm just going to say, you know, it's 540, 550. So as the reading goes up here. So we're at 550. So even now, it's still higher than the water. And actually I can throw some water in a bucket here real quick. And we can check the water. And the water is down to 470, 460. So we're already gaining energy even just by adding the ingredients to the water. Now this is only the first stage, and once this stage is done, we go on to another stage which I will describe as we go. But for now, I'm going to let this perk. Ideal temperature for this would be 80 to 90 degrees. I'm hoping that the sun will warm this up. The hose water is already 10 degrees warmer than what I put in here, so, and this can get pretty hot, so I'll let the hose warm up and add some water, and we'll see how things progress. So I'll come back in maybe this afternoon and check it again. We're also going to go and do some baseline tests for soil. So hang around and we'll see where this goes. Hey everyone, it's been 24 hours. It's another beautiful morning in the Ozarks. So we're going to check to see how the microbial tea is coming, or should I say the base of it. So yesterday we were at around 550 for baseline. So let's just drop the probe in there and see where we're at. Get this in the light so you can see it. So 640, so we're definitely increasing. Try another spot. Yeah, it depends where you are. Not really looking for high numbers in this. This is just the basic starter for the microbial tea. So now I'm going to leave this run yet today, and then we'll switch to our next step, which is taking all the solids out and throwing them in the compost pile, taking the liquid and adding molasses to start growing the bacteria that's in the water. So I'll come back tomorrow and we'll start doing that. All right, everybody. It's been a few days. This kind of got away on me. I got busy. All the grass sunk. Still bubbling away. A little bit of foam on top, which is a good sign. So we'll just check the EC on it. And we're at 80.85. So 850, 860. So yeah, we're at 860. So it has gone up. Now my goal, when the tea is finished, should be up around 2000 or 2.0. So the next stage is to take the liquid out of here, and I have another barrel here, transfer the air stones over, and add a little bit of water and start bubbling it over here, except I'm going to be adding molasses as a feed source. And then we'll get all this biology growing to the point where hopefully we can hit 2000, and the smell will be a little bit better, and then it'll be ready to put onto the trees and the garden and the plants and stuff. So I'm gonna get the liquid over here and get this all set up. All right, so I've transferred everything over from the original barrel over to this one, and it's all dripping out, and I've run some water through it. Added a little bit of fresh water. I also added a few ounces of molasses. This is just something that was quick and easy to get, so that's what I got. In the future, maybe I'll get a 5-gallon pail from a feed store or something. But I'll be adding a couple ounces of this every day for the next few days, and hopefully we can get some bacteria growing and get this to be a really good tea. The rest of this will end up in the worm composter. And then once we've finished brewing this batch, I'll start another batch. I have a few ideas and experiments that I want to try. So never hurts to have too much tea around. So we'll let that perk away for a couple days, and we'll keep checking on it, and I'll bring you along for that. So this has been less than 12 hours. And we started at, it was 800 to 850 on the EC. So we'll see what it is now. Yeah, we're over 1,000 already. 1.12. So that's a substantial increase in just 12 hours. So like I said, I want to get 2,000 as my starting point. So I'm going to add some more molasses, and I'm going to keep doing that until I get to the 2,000. And then I'll come back and I'll do a video on how we're going to use this. So that's it for this video on making a tea. As usual, like if you like, subscribe if you haven't, and we will talk soon.